Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam. One of the most common questions that I get asked is whether it is okay to take a drop year, which means that you do not take admission to any institute and instead you spend the next 1 year preparing for either NEET or JEE, and whether that is really a sensible thing to do. So in this episode of the SWS Career Top Series, I thought I will address this issue. So both students and their parents should listen to this video. More importantly, this video is as pertinent to the batch of 2024, that is students who are to take the NEET on the 5th of May or are in the process of taking the JEE, or students who are now in 11th going to 12th or 10th going to 11th. It is equally relevant for all the students. So first of all, please remember that it is not a one-factor decision that will determine whether you should take a drop year or not. It's also not a decision that you should take in a hurry, and it's definitely should not be an escapist decision. When I say escapist decision, I mean कि अगले साल कर लेते हैं, I will get another 12 months. So no, it's more easy. So you are kind of postponing the work that you should be doing now by 1 year. That's what I mean by taking an escapist decision. So these three factors you need to keep in mind. Now, the first point I want you to bear in mind is that those of you who have already decided, even before you are taking the NEET on the 5th of May, and I know students like that, or before you take the second edition of the JEE in the month of April, that they will not be serious this year. इस साल ऐसे ही दे देते हैं, अगले साल मेहनत करेंगे. Okay. As I said, I hope this is not an escapist decision. So if you have decided to do so, that your serious attempt will be NEET in the month of May 2025 and JEE in the months of January and April 2025, please remember that do not think कि you have lot of time. ये गलती कभी मत करना. सही है, अगर आपने ड्रॉप ईयर लेने का निर्णय ले लिया है, so that's fine. But do not think that you have a lot of time. Your preparation for 2025 should have started yesterday or day before yesterday. Okay, that's what you need to do. You cannot think कि अप्रैल से शुरू करेंगे, मई से शुरू करेंगे, ये नीट होने के बाद 6 तारीख से शुरू करूंगा. No, it should have started yesterday. That has to be your attitude. Second point. The advantage with taking a drop year, of course, is that you will not be burdened by homework at school, project work, or even the board exams, because the board exams you would have already finished this year. So you can spend all your time in focusing on NEET or JEE. That is one plus point. But what you need to do, point number 3, is to objectively assess your level of preparation. If you are not the type, who is passionate about biology, passionate about physics, passionate about mathematics in the case of JEE, then I'm not sure whether you are really spending your time over the next 1 year in the best possible manner. Please assess, are you taking a drop year because of these 3 reasons? My friends are taking a drop year, let me also do that. My basics are not strong, so therefore I need time to strengthen my basics. That's why I'm taking a drop year. Or the third reason is you need more time to be prepared. You need to know the reason. If it is the first reason, my advice to you would be, please don't take this drop year, do something else. Don't do it just because 3 of your best friends are doing the same thing. You need to have clarity on why you are taking the drop year. I hope this point is clear. This is the most important point. Fourth point, clearly identify the areas where you think improvement is needed. If there are specific topics, specific subjects, specific concepts that need more attention, a drop year can definitely provide you with the opportunity and the time in order to focus on those topics, those concepts, and ensure that you are 100% prepared. That advantage you will have. Now, what do you do when you take a drop year? How should you spend that year? It's very important for you to have a well-structured plan. It cannot be like एक दिन सुबह 4 बजे उठो, दूसरे दिन 8 बजे उठो, तीसरे दिन 7:30 बजे उठो. No. you need to have a very clear and disciplined approach throughout the drop year. That's very important. Simply taking a drop year without having a clear schedule और a clear goal. Okay, मेरे को नीट क्रैक करना है, लेकिन कैसे क्रैक करना है ये भी आपको सही तरीके से उसका रोड मैप बनाना होगा. You need to have that road map very clear. If you have already undertaken coaching in class 12, maybe you don't need to repeat it, right? In case you did not, then this is the time for you to do that during the drop year. But whatever decision you are taking, please take it soon. Don't take it in the month of August or September. By that time, you would have already lost 4 to 5 months. Okay. Now, I always say that it's a good idea to also take the CUET and take admission to a BSc degree course. Let's say BSc Physics, BSc Botany, BSc Biochemistry, so that you have a backup plan. You have a plan B. You know, everything in life does not go according to plan. It's quite possible that you may not be able to crack JEE. It's quite possible that you may not be able to crack NEET. So at least you should have a plan B. That's something very important so that you don't necessarily lose a year. You can give the final examination by ensuring a minimum attendance, and therefore you will not lose a full year. I'm not saying losing a full year is a big problem, but why should you? If you can, why should you? Okay, if you can avoid it. Don't be under the impression that taking a drop year will make life very easy. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होगा. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होगा, because through the drop year you need a lot of determination, a lot of focus and determination. You need to be mentally prepared, because एक कमरे में बैठ के continuously padna akele is not an easy job. Your mind needs to be very strong. You need to have all the support of your family. You need to have a mentor who will constantly encourage you. You need to have all this. These are very important elements, because there will be many moments of self-doubt. There will be moments of fear. There will be moments of depression. There will be moments of, I don't want to use the word depression lightly. There will be moments of anxiety, tension, fear, feeling low, self-doubt. All this will be there. You need to be prepared to face it and have it clear in your head. How are you going to tackle those moments when you feel low? You studied something through the night, next morning you don't remember anything. You will feel like everything is a blackout. How do you deal with those kind of moments? So it's very important to take care not just about your physical health, but also your mental and emotional well-being. Drop year का सबसे बड़ा खतरा यही रहता है. You have to be mentally and emotionally strong. So you need to have the support structure and the right ecosystem to ensure that you do. I spoke about mental fatigue. So the motivational tools, where do you get motivational tools? I hope you don't have to see a video on YouTube every time to feel motivated. That motivation has to come from inside you. It's quite possible that you missed a seat in a medical college in NEET by just a few marks, by just a few ranks. You need to keep telling yourself that, yes, I was just there. I was just there. You can do it. If you could reach there in the first year of preparation with one extra year, definitely you can do better. That you missed the JEE advanced rank by just a fraction of a percentile, or you could have possibly cracked IIT during the JEE advanced. Just, my maths exam did not do well, so you focus more on mathematics, or my physics did not do well, I focus more on physics, right? So you need to have the right kind of strategy and approach. That's very important. Now, of course, you also need to take care of the financial implications. So please do discuss with your parents before you take this important decision. As I said, don't do it just because 3-4 of your best friends are doing it. Also remember that the competitiveness of the examination increases every year. Last year, a little less than 21, about 20.87 lakh students applied for NEET. This year in 2024, the number is already more than 25 lakh. That is over 4 lakh students more than who appeared in 2023. It's quite possible that next year the number may increase even more. So please remember that while your preparation would be better, the competition is also going to increase. The same would be the case possibly with JEE as well. So please Remember, before you decide to give yourself an extra 365 days, actually, it won't be exactly 365. Before you take that decision, think about all these factors, 10 factors that I've mentioned, so that you take the best possible decision. I hope this video provided you with some kind of a clarity. You are more clear in your mind, and you can discuss this with your parents, with someone who you consider your mentor, your teachers, maybe your best friend. That's always fine, before you take this big decision, right? All the best to you. May the power be with you. God bless you. Thank you very much.